Okay. Hi, everybody. My man's just making some lasagna in the background, so you might hear some sizzling. Let me invite some people. So my title for this video is Transplant Journey Update. I have not talked about transplant in a while because of COVID. No, my coordinator, my team, my transplant team just wasn't responding to anything. They really kind of paused, and it seemed like they just fell off the face of the earth. Okay, so all I could do was keep in contact and see when they start things back up. I was in the last update I gave. I was in the middle of getting listed, so I still am not listed, but I'm still in the process of getting listed. Okay, so this is going to be my second part. So I got a letter in the mail. Okay, I invited some people. Let me see if I can invite some other people. I feel like I just go down the thing and try to push as many invites as I can. It's kind of hard when you have like as many friends as I do. All right, kidney warriors. Okay. All right. So I did as many as I could push invite. So the last I talked was about me getting listed, and I had went to Tampa because that's where I'm going to be listed at, in Tampa General. And basically they told me, the last they told me was I had to go get, a gynecologist appointment and a dentist. I don't have to get a mammogram because I'm under 40 or 50. Well, I'm under 40 too, but I'm just saying. But I think if you're over 40, you have to get a mammogram. But I don't. I just have to get as far as outsourced things, like that they don't actually provide. All right, so I got a letter in the mail, and they were like, oh, we want to hear from you. Contact us, right? So I did that. I contacted them. They sent me my itinerary for my second appointment. Actually, I'm going to go get it. Let me go get it. I'm not going to... Let me just cover my personal information. All right. See? This is what it says. We have psych. Okay. All right. So that's my 3 appointments. Woo! All right. So I have to get a psychological evaluation, as you saw. It says coordinator nurse visit. That's actually going to be with the surgeon. And then nephrology, the nephrologist. All right, that's how it was explained to me. So I'm going to be seeing those 3 appointments. They said once I'm done those testing, then I can go on to do, once I get those 3 things done, I will be given more instructions on what to do next. So, because of my first appointment, I do know that it is a financial not situation, but how do I say this? There is a financial need. Yes, does my insurance cover my procedure? Yes, it does. But they told me that I have to plan for 1 month of being right in Tampa, okay? They said plan for 1 month, though you may not have to be there for the entire month, but to plan for it. So that means my caregiver has to be without work because they have to take off to be my caregiver for that month. And that means my bills still have to be paid and blah, 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 but I have to get there. I have to be able to stay there. I have to be able to eat there. All these things are an expense. So, I'm not going to do a video about my financial outline today, but I do plan on having one like probably this week. I actually put together a little financial outline, and it's just an example. Because, those of you who are also going through the same journey as me, or you're planning to, or you have, you want to explore that option, or you're able to, I'm going to share as much as I can because, it's my wish that everybody can be as prepared as possible for, what they do. It was open. You spilled it? Yeah. Damn it. left something open in the freezer that was not frozen yet. So anyway, I'm sorry. You should probably get the thicker napkins. Let me grab that for him. So yeah, so I'm going to share my financial plans. Ooh. Well, let me get this for him. Should probably use this and then also some disinfecting wipe. Okay. Oh, do you want to put bleach in the freezer though? Yeah. Okay. Just asking. All right, so that's my. Hold on. That's the thing, when you're going live, you never know what's going to happen in your life because it's really, literally live. Can't edit this out. Here. Woo. Okay. Yeah. All right, so those are my goals for this week. Is I'd like to make a video about my financial outline and, you know, just give an example of what I used, and hopefully that can be helpful to someone. Because you're basically planning for 1 month. Now, the numbers that I come up with are going to be different because everybody's not registered at Tampa General, okay? And everybody doesn't live in Florida. So you're going to just pick, this is just an example of an outline that you want to have for yourself so you can know how much money you need to put aside for your transplant, or have a good idea of what you need to save, because especially when you're chronically ill, you don't have all this, extra cash lying around. You don't, and it's very hard to save because you're living off of a shoestring budget. So I'm also going to give some ideas of things you can do to fundraise for yourself for your transplant journey, because you have to have that plan aside for you. Because and you know what, one of the common things that I keep hearing when I talk to people about this is, well, if you book it in advance. I'm like, do you know that when you get a transplant, you don't know when you're gonna get the transplant, that it's a spontaneous thing, and that you have to plan for, like, as if it was an emergency, not, oh, I'm gonna book it for September 2nd, no. You cannot do that. It's a spur of the moment thing. You have to be planned for an absolute emergency. So you have to make estimations based on the areas that you have to be at, how fast you got to be there, transportation, food, all that good stuff, okay? So I will get into that with another video, because I really think it's important that we, as warriors, we help each other out by letting each other know and sharing our journey in depth. People share their journey like, I got my transplant, yay! No, that's not enough. I'm sorry. I'm happy for you, but some of us don't know what to expect. We don't know how you got there. Was it easy? Was it hard? What can I expect when I go to this appointment? Are they gonna crucify me? It's very intrusive, some of the questions they ask us, and some of the things that we have to do in our evaluations that we have to go through. I have to go through a psychological evaluation on September 9th, okay? You saw the paper. I shared that's my 3 visits. Now, my first visit, my itinerary was 3 pages long. It was not 1, 2, 3. It was like 3 pages. It was 3 pages long, and it was a full day, like a full day of work. Yes, like 8 hours. Because of COVID, which now the whole world has changed, since my last video. My cat just fell out the window. Because of the world being changed, those are other things I'm going to talk about that too, because now when I go to these appointments, I'm not allowed to take anybody with me. I have to go by myself. So my day is going to be, 4 or 5 hours long, and if somebody was taking me, they'd have to stay out of the hospital for 4 or 5 hours and plan to do something for 4 to 5 hours, because they cannot come in. Only the patient can. And they have to have a mask and all that goody good stuff, because you're also, not only is the center, ooh, my eyeball, not only is the center treating you or trying to find you a transplant and everything and get you listed. They have actual transplanted patients that are going to be there. So we have to protect them, and they have to protect them. So we have to take that universal precaution, just like, you know, just like anywhere else, but especially for us, the transplanted patient, because they are, I'm not a transplanted patient, but I'm also on dialysis. We have compromised immune systems. Okay, so we are at the top of that list of people who can die. This disease is not going to be forgiving for us, this virus, okay? So I can't stress that enough, because, what is it? Oh, I don't like it.
Okay.
Ugh, it's gross. Ugh. Tastes like poop. I'm just joking. The more avenues we have like this, the better the learning experience for all. Yes, the more that we share, the more that we talk about this and we get really into it and we don't just keep it to ourselves. You know, we don't have a commercial on TV. Nobody's really aware of what we go through as kidney patients. And therefore, with the lack of awareness and the lack of a commercial, hello, 1 billion people in the world are affected by this, not just me and a handful of people. No, 1 billion people worldwide are affected by kidney disease. It is the 9th leading cause of death in America, in the United States. It is the 9th leading cause of death before COVID. Now, when the numbers come out for 2020, pretty sure COVID might be somewhere on that list, but kidney disease is still going to be on that list. Okay? Cause of death. 9th leading cause of death. So, you know, these are not things that nobody should be being quiet about it. I'm not. I'm certainly not. I'm going to tell everyone. Because why not? Everybody needs to know. The whole world needs to know, that so that they can have an understanding of what somebody is going through, and not just that, oh, you don't look sick. Oh, you look fine to me. I don't think so. There's so much that goes into this disease and that we go through, and we suffer a tremendous burden to be on dialysis and to literally live on life support. We are living on life support. If we do not do our treatments, we will die. It is that simple. And sometimes you do your treatments and you die. It's unfortunate, but this is what it is. Death is always knocking at our door. And in the new age of COVID-19, death is knocking on our door even harder. And therefore, the more people, if you have a voice or an experience that you can share, why not? So for me, I can tell you that you can look forward to seeing a video about my financial plan, for my financial outline for transplant, because it's such an important part. Like, yeah, my transplant procedure is covered with my insurance, with most insurance. If you have Medicare or Medicaid, it's covered. It's covered. So that whole myth of needing money for the transplant is a lie. You do not need money for the transplant procedure itself, but then there's all those added expenses that you don't think about. And I'm going to tell you right now, when I did my plan, I came up with a good $6,000 needed. Like, I need a good $6,000 on the side, just so I can be ready if when I get that call. Otherwise, I'm not going to be ready. And I may have to say, I'm sorry, I have to pass on that organ because I'm not ready. You know? This is just a safe number. I'm not saying it's the Bible number. I'm just saying it's a safe number, what I came up with when I estimated my plan for at least 1 month in Tampa. So that's what you're going to look forward to me for. And then on the 9th, I'm going to take a lot of videos, and I'll chop them up and put them up. I'm not going to go live because I want to be just taking the videos, and I want to make sure I put it all together for my day. Just like I did for my Tampa visit, I'm going to do the same for this. I mean, when I did my first visit to Tampa, this is going to be my second one. So I'm going to do a video about that and share with you my experience on my second visit. And then, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, so then after that, I'm going to share with you guys that, and then I'll share with you my thoughts on each particular moment that I go through, because I think it's very important that we as kidney warriors, we be as transparent as we can with our as we can. I say as we can because you don't have to tell everybody all your business. But you know what? All of our business is kind of the same or very similar. So it's not a big secret. But the more knowledge people have, the more power they'll have. The more empowered they'll be for what they're about to go through. And I'm a very huge advocate of empowerment, especially to people who are at their last resorts and they just feel like this is the end, or they just feel like this is so hard, I can't deal with it, I'm alone, and nobody understands me. You know, we have to empower each other and give each other that love and support that. Hello, Miss DeVoe, how are you? I'm just saying hi to everybody on here. Give everybody that love and support that they need, because it's a really rough thing to go through, and we need to be, you know, knowledgeable of what to expect so that when we get it, or if we decide we don't want it. And that's another thing. If you decide you don't want a transplant, that's your business and that's your choice. Transplant is not a cure, people. Can I say that louder for the people in the back? This is not a cure. It's just a different form of treatment. Now, granted, it allows us to get a break from the stress of living off of the machine, but now we're going to live off of a lot of medications so that our organ that we just procured, got put inside of us, does not reject. So, and if it does, you'll be right back on dialysis where you started. So, my thing is, it's not a cure, but it does give you a chance, a second chance at a little bit better of a life than the life that dialysis is, because it's not the easiest life, okay? So it's not a cure, and those of you who are thinking, oh, she's gonna get a transplant, she'll be so much better. No, it's not forever. I mean, some people it is forever. Some people, they live full lives with the transplant, and some people don't. Or some people are on their second, third, and fourth transplant. Why? Because it's not a cure. And you are welcome, Elvis. You are welcome. I try to do it. I do it for all of us. I do it for the warriors. I do it for everyone. So yes, it is not a cure, but it is a way that we are alive. We're living off of life support. We're living off of a machine that, you know, is allowing us to live longer on this earth, because without it, we'd be dead within two weeks. 2 weeks, month at the tops, okay? I'm reading your comment about the psych appointment, guys. And when I do these videos and other warriors chime in and they leave you know, comments and things like that, read them, because sometimes it's valuable information that I may not be able to have said or forgot or whatever, didn't get into details. But yeah, there's a psychological appointment. And that's what they did tell me. They told me that this is just to make sure that you're going to be responsible with this organ that we're going to give you. Because, you know, that's somebody else's loved one that they may have lost, or somebody who said, I'm going to give the gift of life with my kidney and be a living donor. They want to make sure that they're giving them to people that are going to take care of them, and not just be like, I deserve to get this right now. No, this is somebody else's organ. This is somebody else's body part. And me, I'm going for a kidney pancreas, so I know that it's going to be a cadaver donor. I was told that my kidney pancreas is going to be a cadaver donor. So I know that somebody's going to have lost someone to have given me that gift. All right? Thank you. I really love that message you just put. But yes, these are definitely, yes, we all got to, you know, be responsible if we're going to get that organ. And if you decide against it, because I have friends that they're like, I don't want a transplant. I don't want to go through it. I'm perfectly okay with my dialysis. And that is okay. I'm here to tell you that is okay, because it's your body, it's your choice, and you have to choose what's best for you. And if you think you don't want an organ, you don't want a transplant, that is absolutely your choice to do. And You know, dialysis is not the best life in the world, but it is a life, and it is a livable one. We can live. Some days are good, some days are bad, and some people have other health conditions that make it even worse for us. So I want to say everyone's plan for their treatment, for their life, is going to be different. It's all going to be different. So you just have to do what's best for you. But I know with the whole transplant thing, there's so little information out there, and they rush you through these classes when you go into those appointments, and they just say, give you all this information, and you just expect you to just retain it all and just go with the flow. But you know what? You have the right to know more. You have the right to ask questions. You have the right to be educated as much as you can on this so that you can make the best choice for yourself. All right, guys, I'm going to go because I don't want to be long-winded. Sometimes I feel like I am, but I do want to give you all the tool and power that I can. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. It's Sunday. It's fun day. Go give out some free fist pumps. I can't say hugs anymore. I can't say hugs, but I will say give out some fist pumps and whatever you want to give out. I don't know. Just be safe. Wear a mask. If you wear a mask. And even if you're not, at risk like people like us are, wear a mask for the people that are at risk, so that you don't go ahead and give them something that it could have been prevented. All right, love you guys.